Hey guys, welcome back to Shep Talk and welcome back to Shep Talk television review. Before we get into the review though, a quick admin note. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a video. Also, if you didn't know, I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The links to those will be in the description down below. Now let's get to my review of Alice in Borderland, a Netflix series. Alice in Borderland was directed by Sensuke Sato, and again, I apologize right away that I'm probably going to misspell or missay some of these names, but yeah, again, so sorry. Alice in Borderlands was written by Yoshiki Watabe, Yasuke Kuramitsu, and Sensuke Sato. Alice in Borderland also stars Kento Yamazaki, Tai Toshia, and Risa Nake. And there's a lot more people in this show as well. I know I'll mispronounce them if I do. Quick synopsis. Arusu, a listless, jobless, and video game obsessed young man, suddenly finds himself in a strange, emptied out version of Tokyo in which he and his friends must compete in dangerous games in order to survive. In this strange world, Arusu meets Usagi, a young woman who's navigating the game alone. Together, they set out to unravel one mystery after another as they risk their lives and confront what it means to live. So when I saw this on the Netflix Media Center, I really didn't know what to expect in this series. It sounded interesting. A group of friends find themselves in an empty Shibuya with no one else around, and they find themselves being steered to a game that turns out to have deadly consequences. To be upfront, Netflix only sent me the first 4 episodes in an 8-episode series, so I can't ruin the series for you. I also won't ruin any of the games that take place in the episodes or any of the deaths that occur or take place in the first 4 episodes. I have to say, at first I didn't know how I was going to like this show. The first 2 episodes are kind of slow with it trying to set everything up, as well as trying to establish the friendship between the friends. The pacing was really slow to me, and I was very weary at the beginning. For me, it wasn't until the 3rd episode that things started to pick up and things kind of gets real for the friends. It is also probably one of the most emotional of the 4 episodes that I was able to view. And it really got me invested in the series, as well as getting me to turn on episode 4 right away. I mean, as soon as episode 3 was done, I went to episode 4. I was like, I need to find out what happened, what's going on. I will say it seems to be a blend of a lot of different stories and shows that I've seen over time. I know this is a show based off of a manga, and I know it took some inspiration from Alice in Wonderland, but also feels a little bit of Battle Royale, Lost, and a few other shows that we've seen out there. You might even say for the Americans, Hunger Game-ish. Having lived in Japan for a number of years, it is eerie seeing Shibuya so empty when you know there should be hundreds of Japanese walking around. I tried to look to see if this was a set or if they actually shot on location, but I couldn't find anything at this time. I would be very impressed if they were able to shut down Shibuya for any amount of time. I'll try to post a picture if I remember, like right here, of what Shibuya looks like. If you've seen any establishing shots of Japan, especially Tokyo, if you see like the major intersection where they have the diagonals and all the crosswalks, that is pretty much in the Shibuya area. It is heavily trafficked. There's usually always something going on, especially day or night. It is a big, popular area in Japan, in Tokyo, everywhere. No matter what, it is awesome seeing Tokyo shut down with no other people around. It gives you that sense that something is not right in the world and sets the mood for where the series wants to take us. Especially if you've been in Japan, like I said, it is very eerie seeing Shibuya and that Tokyo area be just void of anybody but like a handful of people. It is very, very weird, and it does set that mood for you. Alice in Borderland kind of asks the question of what would you do to survive? Would you play the deadly games in the hope of extending your life or your time alive? Or would you protest and not play, knowing that your time was up, you would die? So that's, to me, that's the main premise in this game world of Alice in Borderland. Once you play the game, and I don't know how they get you to begin. Maybe it's because you don't know that it's a game that they actually get you to play the game. But once you play the game, you can't back out or you die. And once, if you survive the game, because when you start the game, there's a chance that you're going to die, and depending on the level of difficulty, even more chance that you're going to die. But when you finish the game, it gives you a counter. You might get a 3-day pass or a 4-day pass. You get an amount of time where you don't have to play the game again. Now you can go the next day and play another game, but that ups your risk of being killed. So it's very interesting dilemma, right? If you come into this new world that you don't know anything about, suddenly there's a game presented in front of you. Would you play it? It's not like it tells you the rules before you even make that decision. It just kind of leads you down that path. So when you first appear, though, it doesn't seem like you have a counter. I don't know if it will tell you, or maybe even the next 4 episodes after this will kind of explain more of the rules. But it just seems like if you don't play the game, then how do they know to kill you? But I don't know. It's very interesting. The way it makes you think, and what kind of decisions would you make, is very well done in this, at least in the first 4 episodes. Overall, the first 4 episodes of Alice in Borderland starts off really slow, but after the second episode, things start to pick up. And it really starts putting questions out there, making you wonder if you could make the same choices that the characters do. With all that being said, though, Shep Talk gives the first 4 episodes of Alice in Borderland 3 Sheps out of 5. Yeah, it is a crazy show. I recommend it if you are a gamer, if you like the Hunger Games, Battle Royale, Lost, stuff like that, where you don't really know at the beginning of what's going on, and you can get through the slog of the first 2 episodes. I think it will intrigue you. It definitely intrigued me, and it is dubbed, so you don't have to read the subtitles. You can put subtitles on if you want to, but it is dubbed, so that way it makes it easier to pay attention to the action going on screen. But guys, that is all I have time for today. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button right there. It does help my channel out greatly, and I do truly appreciate it. And if you did like this video, check out this video over here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it just as well. But again, that is all I have time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.